What's up, everybody? So I just beat Spider-Man 2. And the game is one of the best games I've ever played, especially as a PlayStation exclusive. I feel like Spider-Man 2 is absolutely worth buying a PlayStation 5 for. It's not over yet. We still have one more game, and I'm going to talk about the two in-game post-credit scenes that were after the game. And basically talk about potentially what could be next for Spider-Man 3. Now, it was announced by Insomniac that essentially Miles Morales is going to be the main character going forward. I'm just going to get this out of the way. The final sequences, I guess, because every boss battle in this game has several sequences. Some of them have 2, some of them have like Venom up to like 6, I think, but yeah, there's just multiple times that you face the same boss, and it's not necessarily bad because the dialogue that takes place during the boss battles is furthering the story, as well as kind of doing a large part in the character development.
We've never been good enough for you or Dad.
It's messing with your head, Harry! You're my best friend!
Then why don't you trust us?
Because there's a lot of fighting and a lot of combat in this game. But overall, where do I put it as far as like Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then now this? I honestly, Miles Morales is my favorite one. I think Miles Morales has the best story, probably just because I've heard the Peter Parker story a million times over. I grew up with the Spider-Man cartoon, and so it just, yeah. Overall, Spider-Man Miles Morales has the best story because it's new and it's more fresh for me, and so that's kind of why I enjoyed it a little bit more. However, that's not to take away anything from the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man game, but Spider-Man 2 I think is better than the first Spider-Man game. A large part, because it doesn't matter. All 3 games are absolutely knockouts. Like, in my opinion, I would have them 10 out of 10. I would say 9.5, and it's going to sound weird because I'm going to give a lower score to Spider-Man 2 than I did to the original Spider-Man game. But the biggest reason being is because I do feel like I can understand the complaints about the upgrades. Essentially, there's so many suits that you collect throughout the game, and to upgrade these suits, it's the same across the board. So no suit has its own tech like the original Spider-Man game and then Spider-Man Morales had. There's just no exclusivity to the suit that you're wearing. Like, hey, this suit does this cool thing, or this suit does this cool thing. I would have preferred they did that and kept that and just kind of advanced it. I don't know why they took it away. It feels weird, especially when you basically have a sponsorship from Adidas. I fuck with the shoes. I mean, people are gonna, I've heard the complaints about the Miles Morales, the final costume. I kind of like it. There's worse costumes or worse suits in the game that you can wear, so I don't really have too much of an issue with it. I want to focus more now on the post-credit scenes. I do believe that I think we're getting the Sinister Six. This is my personal opinion. I'm sure it's a lot of people's opinion that we're getting the Sinister Six now because we built the team. We built the Sinister Six. The only one that's missing is Green Goblin, and we're going to be getting that God dang it, I can't remember the dude's name, but Willem Dafoe played, you know who I'm talking about. Not Harry, but his father, right? Norman Osborn. See, talking out of my brain, and then I eventually figured it out. Anyway, Norman Osborn. He's going to be Green Goblin. It felt like they kind of took the scene in Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, where Tobey is setting down Norman, and then Harry sees You know, Spider-Man basically killed his father.
What have you done? What have you done?
And he's pissed off. He's like, what the fuck? And he wants to kill Spider-Man because of it. It felt like they did that with Spider-Man 2.
What have you done? What have you done to him?
I'm sorry.
And this is the part that could piss off a lot of fans, or like me, I'd be totally fine with it. I think the final Spider-Man 3 game should be a two-parter. I think they should end it in a cliffhanger, and the final game you bring back Spider-Man, you bring back Peter Parker. So that's what I would do. And yeah, to tell it in one game would just be, it would be stupid. And I don't know how many people would actually be upset if it was a continuation. You just gotta have patience with great things. And I don't want this to finish off with a story that should have been told in two parts. The biggest thing about Insomniac announcing Spider-Man, like Miles Morales is going to be the main Spider-Man going forward, is two parts. One, it makes sense. Miles Morales thinks he wants Peter Parker to be Peter Parker for a while.
I just haven't been talking to you about what I should have been talking to you about. Pete. Wait, let me start again. I got this. All of it. Go be Peter Parker for a while.
So he feels like he can take on the Sinister Six by himself. No way. He can't. He can't do that. Right? That wouldn't make sense. That'd be stupid. And no, I from what I've heard, even my brother Rocky has told me, Miles Morales is pretty OP. It'd be stupid if he took out the entire Sinister Six by himself. And then, there's one other thing. And this was, so there was two parts, two post-credit scenes. One is get the G serum ready.
Get the G serum ready.
That's the Goblin serum. Norman's gonna take it because Harry's going to die. I mean, it was really sad, and like the story in Spider-Man 2 is so incredible. And yeah, I shed a tear at the end of Spider-Man 2 because it's pretty heartbreaking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There was another post-credit scene outside of that one. And this one was Miles finally kisses Haley. It's cute. It's a great scene. And then basically you have also Miles' mom going on a date. And I didn't know this character. I didn't know even what version of Spider-Man they're in. It's the Amazing Spider-Man. But she goes on a date with the dude whose daughter is Cindy Moon.
Oh, and this is my daughter, Cindy.
Cindy Moon is apparently a badass assassin warrior version of Spider-Man. And I've seen like the photos of Cindy Moon, her outfit, her like the weapons she uses. I like the character. That's gonna be freaking dope. Let us play as Cindy Moon in the next Spider-Man game. And then you just you play as everyone, right? We got to play as MJ in Spider-Man 2.
You gotta be kidding me. Hey, I think that hurt it.
She does a few missions in the game. And then we got to play, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Cindy Moon. You also play as some other characters in Spider-Man 2, which is pretty dope. But anyway, Cindy Moon is the biggest reveal. Because, again, the Sinister Six thing, I felt like anybody who's played these games kind of felt like it was coming. And don't have a problem with it. I think that Insomniac is going to do an amazing job with the story. So, Cindy Moon being introduced is really dope. great addition. I feel like that can be a fun change up to play as a female Spider-Man. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't have Spider-Girl, but who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Cindy Moon is revealed, and yeah, that's Spider-Man 2. One of the best games I've ever played. One of the best Sony PlayStation exclusives. One of the best stories I've ever played. This is a reason to buy a PlayStation 5. And God of War Ragnarok was not, in my opinion, just my opinion. Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't, to me, that's not a reason to buy a PlayStation 5. In my opinion, again. But it don't matter, right? If you got a PlayStation 5, great. If you don't, pick one up. Spider-Man 2 is absolutely incredible. Let us know what you thought about it if you did play it in the comments down below. Start the convo and discussion about what do you think they're gonna Insomniac. How do you think they're gonna finish this out? And what do you think about Cindy Moon? If you know anything about the character, definitely let us know in the comments down below. And also down below, you can check out the description that has me and my brother Rocky's all over the socials. As well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. And then don't forget to hit subscribe. And hit the bell. So you don't miss on videos like this from us in the future. Thank you so much for chilling with me during this long Spider-Man video. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and we'll see you all in the next gaming session.
Abducted by my brain and it drains all the dopamine. Pain leaving nothing but the dreams that have been holding me. Reality cracks and it falls at the openings. Blasted out center just to see all the broken dreams. Trapped in a track to be feeling like an acid dream. Feeling like I'm floor keeper casting me snitch on reality.